See children, this is your first project for writing the code like ID, name, DOB, gender, address, mobile, subject, time, and submit and reset button. So for this you have to go into your system, okay, and here in this notepad basic codes already written here. मैंने बेसिक कोड जो है पहले से ऑलरेडी लिख रखा है, आप उसे चेक करो. मीन्स आपको क्या करना है, सिंपली जस्ट बिलो अ बॉडी टैग, जस्ट बिलो अ बॉडी टैग फॉर डिजाइनिंग ऑफ द फॉर्म. For designing of the form like this types of form, you have to use the form tag. You have to use the form tag. Means form is a container tag, so the closing is also compulsory. So must be close it of the form tag like this way, okay. And just between of the form tag you have to use your complete code. Means in this code area you have to design your code. First code is keep here this na. First code is your id. First is id and second is their label. So for id you have to use the h1. H1 is used for labeling of your text like this way, and in between of h1 tag you have to write the id in capital letter, okay, like this types. And then after close the h1 closing, okay. And don't press the enter key from your keyboard. Just write your input type tag near of this h1, okay. Give one space and then after use the input, and the attribute is here type type equals to, okay, equals to double inverted quote. In between of double inverted quote you have to write text because your user will type here, and then after input type, and then after write the name of your this text box. Name is equals to in small letter write id only, okay. And then after give a space and write the size of your text box equals to, size of your text box is always write in double inverted quote. Here I have select only 20 size of the text box, and then after close the input type tag. So this is your first line is created, this id is created here, okay, using of this code. Now save it for checking it. Now save as dialog box will appear. Select the desktop area from left side navigation pane like this way, and here you have to remove this text one, and then like here I wrote that first project dot html. You know that all the web pages save with the dot html, so I am using dot html, and then after click on the save button. Now minimize this code and see this first project icon will appear here. Just double click of this for checking what you have designed is showing or not. See this id is appear here. Now go in your code area and remove this h1 you have to remove from here and cut it from here, and after completing of this input type you have to write here control plus s, then again go into your code area, see, and refresh it f5. See now it worked. Give one space here control plus s, then after again go and press f5. See your id will appear here, and for more space you have to use the and percent nbsp and percent nbsp colon, okay. So you have to use this colon this code number of time for using number of space in your coding area, control plus s. Now go into your tab area, then after press C. Now it's showing like this way, and then again go into your code area for writing this next code for this name and text box. Now again after this you have to go here and give enter, and again use the h1. No, first you have to use br tag for breaking the line, and then again use one and here you have to write name. Second label name is name, always write in capital letter name, like this type. Give space means you have to give space using of the this NBSP code. Control C, Control V, like this types. Okay, number of time, how many types of space you want, just give it. And then after write your input type. Input input type, okay, equals to, again write the type is equal to text, like this way, and then give the name of your this text box, like you have to give name, like this way. And also define the size of your text box, equals to text box size, depend on you. I am giving here 25, you have to give according to your choice. And then after close the h1 / h1, Control plus S. Now again go into your code area and press F5. See, this is the coding format, understand? Alt tab. Remove the BR tag, means it's extra smart, no need of this. Alt tab. See, understand? Like this steps. And then after go into the, again for designing of this DOB, okay, DOB, use H1, and then after here write DOB, give space, and SB, and then again use the input type, input type equals to text name equals to DOB, size equals to only 14, and then again close it. Then again close H1, Control plus S, Alt tab, press F5. See, this is your DOB. Okay, then again come into your coding area, and if you want to know that, you have to write this code again and again. So for cause of this reason you have to also copy paste it. And now the next one is here gender, means you have to use the radio button in your form area. So first you have to write the H1 for writing the gender, okay, and give space, close the, give space, and %NBSP, like this types. And then again start your input type, input equals to type equals to double inverted quote radio, close the radio, and then after write the name of radio, name equals to what the name is, the gender, okay, gender. And then insert the value, what value you want to insert, like this. First I want to show male, okay, so here I'm using male. And then after closing of the input tag, you have to again write the male in capital letter, like this. And then after close the oh shit, H1, okay, Control plus S, then again go into the code area, press F5. See, first male is showing there, and again go into your code area and repeat this code again. Means you have to repeat from here only, okay. Copy it and then press enter. Here you have to press V, and in the value area you have to write female, okay, and here you have to write in caps lock female, and then control save and press Alt tab, press F5, C, and don't give a break between of this, like this, control plus S, F5. Here H1 I have wrote 2 times, so I have to remove this one, control plus S, and then go into your code area, press F5, C, and if you want to show here one of the checkbox between of them, so you have to use the checked attribute, CHECKED, checked. Then again go into your code area like F5, C. By default male is checked here, C, okay. So these are the format of writing of code. Now next, the next code is in your format is having address, so use again H1, and write in capital letter address like this types, and start input type, give space like NBSP this type, and percent NBSP, copy it and paste it in your code area. Number of time, okay. Then after use the input type, input, oh my god, small letter, input type equals to always text. Now size equals to address needs much large space, so we have to use the 30 or 40, it's all depend, and you can also use the text area tag here, okay, 40, and name of this text box is equals to address, okay. Then after close it, and then after close the H1, control us, and then after go into your C. This is the address format, and next one is given in the code area is mobile. That one is same of this one, so I am using copying of this much code, okay, and copy it and just press enter here and copy it, paste here, and change the name of address. In place of address you have to write the mobile only, mobile, okay. And in this area the size of the mobile is having only 14, and name of the this mobile text box is mobile only, like this type, control plus S, and then again press enter and control plus S it, and then go into your code area, F5, see mobile is appeared here, okay. Then after go into your code area, press enter. Next one is given that subject, and subject you have to use a radio button, see pop up drop down menu like this steps, okay. So I'm going to use the pop up drop down menu. have to use the select tag. Which tag we have to use? Select tag. First use the H1 for writing the subject, means write the subject label, and then after give and percent space, means NBSP, like this type. This one is here. Copy it and paste in this area. Okay, like this type, how much space you want, and then after use the select tag. Which tag? Select tag. Select tag. Select tag. In select tag we have to use the option value, means select is a container and select is only define the drop down menu, and in this drop down menu you have to use so many your option value for particular that drop down, and the select name is here. One of the attribute with select tag is equals to drop down. What we have to use? Drop down. Okay, then after use the, remember that select is a container, so their closing is also compulsory, but before of writing of this close, option tag. Option, first value is in option tag is, I'm talking about subject, equals to first subject is there maths. Always write in double inverted code, I forgot that here. Okay, like this type, and give the close it, and then again write the maths using of the capital letter maths, like this type. Okay, and then close the option tag. Option is also container tag, remember. Okay, forget option, control plus S. Again you have to use this code many times, so you have to paste it, copy and paste it. Copy it like this type and paste here, and change the value only, means here you have to write in small letter English, and here you have to write capital letter English. How much subject you want to add in your coding area, just you have to select it. Okay, control V. Again you have to change this small letter maths in another subject, like Hindi I'm using here, but always in small letter. Value is always having a small letter, and this label it's showing in the capital, in capital. Control plus S, and then again use one more subject, again paste it. Now change the maths value using of science, and change this math in capital letter with another. Okay, now you know that select tag is a container. I have not closed select tag, so first close it select tag. Select tag like this type, and then save it, and then go into your code area and press F5. See, this is your subject drop down menu appear here. You have to see your subject, that subject you are selecting here showing. So you can add subject according to your need or requirements. Understand, children? Now again come into your code area, and then after last one is given the check boxes. Time, which time you want ready to learn. So time preference. Okay, so here for time preference, again you have to use your H1 tag like this text and write the time in capital letter, and then after use the NBSP for a space purpose. So go previous code area and select the NBSP and copy it, and again paste in your this area, time area, how much space you want, just paste it, and then again use the uh, input type. And input type is having what? Check boxes. What type of there? Check boxes. So first you have to write input in a small letter, sorry, input type is equal to, in double inverted code, checkbox. Always remember the spelling of checkbox. If you write wrong spelling, so it will create issue, means your code will not work. So double inverted code checkbox, the name of this checkbox is equals to, name of this code is time. Name of this code is time only. Okay, so you are selecting time in double inverted code. Okay, and then after give the value for this checkboxes like this type, means 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, what time you are selecting, it's depend on you. So here I am writing 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Okay, like this type. So then after close it, angular bracket, close it, and now write your this 1 o'clock in a capital letter, means 1 O, give a space, and clock. Okay, then after close the h1 tag, h1 tag, control plus S, and then again go into your code area, or not, refresh it. See, this is showing here. So it's all now you have to repeat this code number of time, like you have to select the input type from here only. Okay, don't select the h1, copy it, and then after press it, means in this area you have to press. If you want this code in the same line, you can use the this method, and if you want next line, you have to use br tag. Which tag? Br tag. Just use the br tag, and then after press it. Okay, and in the place of 1 o'clock you have to write 2 o'clock here, and also change the value of this one, 2 o'clock, like this type. Okay, now again you have to use the br tag here, and then again press it and change the value at 3 o'clock. And here also you have to change the value 3 o'clock. Okay, control plus S, then again go into the code area and press F5. See, your code is showing like this way because you are not using NBSP. So better is that you have to use in the same line. You have to use the code in the same line. For showing the code in the same line, you have to remove only BR tag. This is the process. So don't be confused, children, for this. Press F5. See, these are the timing, and if you are, and now you can select the timing, number of timing, you can select it. And if you want to give a space between of this, so you can give the space like this way. Next input type is start from here only, na? Okay, control plus S, and then after tab press F5. See, like this way. If you want more space, then you can use the NBSP command. And last in your code is having submit and reset button. So for submit and reset button, you have to write the code just below of this one. You have to give 2 space, and in this area you have to write only input. No need of the label, because there is no need of the label in this button area. Just write input equals to type, and type equals to what? Submit. Submit means for button. Okay, now press close it, control plus save, and then after going to the code area and press F5. See, submit button is appear here. See, these are the submit button, and you can arrange it according to your, and for reset just copy it and press enter. No need to press enter, just use the space and write your code. And in place of submit, in this area you have to write only reset. What you have to write? Reset, and control plus S, and then go into your code area, refresh it. See, submit and reset buttons are showing here. Now the time for arranging of your this code in proper manner, means you have to write this submit in capital letter, so it's look better. Submit, and here you have to write reset also in capital letter, like reset, control plus S, and then again go into code area and press F5. See, this is your first project format. And in the starting of the code, you have to write just above of this, just below body tag and above of form tag, the name of your project. This is your registration form, so must be write registration form in H1 tag. Okay, H1. Here you have to write in capital letter registration form. Okay, now close the H1. Control plus S. Now go into your code area, press F5. See, this is the heading of your code. If you want to change the background of your this form, you can write the background color BG color in your body attributes. BG color is the attributes of the body tag. So in between this body, in this area where cursor is blinking, write the code BG color. Okay, equals to, I'm selecting here yellow color. So write the yellow and then press Control S, then after going to code area and press F5. See, the form color is yellow, by default color showing yellow, so you can choose color according to your. Okay, so this is the form designing first method. Okay.